This has been wonderful.
Look at this, and she gets to be on YouTube.
I mean, really.
Now she's got like fans.
No, it's wonderful.
Today we are joined by Mady of Silk City Fibers. Thank you very much for coming.
I'm glad to be here. This is super.
Yeah, she is an avid watcher of Tea with Shira, but also Silk City is another branch of Lion Brand. So I think everyone's going to be like, who is Silk City?
Silk City Fibers got its start in 1979 officially, although the business was on its way before then. It was started by David and Maureen Kwiat. It was a family-owned business. It was started to work with craftspeople, and basically it was always a small, very personal business. People became our customers and they stayed with us for a long time. This is how they made their living. They were weavers, they were artists, very passionate about their work, as only a craft person can be.
I know that actually my brother Adam, who has been on Tea with Shira, he's very proud to have you a part of the Lion Brand family in one way or another. And the biggest thing is that the yarn that you have is on cones.
Yes.
So that's a big topic. That's a hot topic. When I used to work at the Lion Brand Yarn Studio in New York City, people would come in all the time asking for yarn on cones.
Really?
Yeah, fun fact. And we only had one type of yarn at the time. It was 1878, and then they stopped making that. But now we're back in business again. Are there specific types of yarns that you guys carry, or how does what happens here?
Well, most of the yarns that we work with are put up on cones because they're for production. So if you're working with someone who's weaving, they don't want little small put-ups because they're constantly going to have to be tying in ends or adding something in. They need a long single strand that will see them through. Yes, I feel like I feel like
Vanna right here. Yeah,
you're Vanna White. The channel you're in, Vanna White.
Exactly.
And we decided we couldn't be all things to all people, and we made a conscious decision, probably about the late '90s, that we'll leave hand knitting to the hand knitting companies, and we'll stay with the cone yarns. But you can also hand knit.
Yes, you can.
From a cone.
Yes, you
can. Because
can.
You can wind off smaller amounts, or they're not that heavy. You can put it in a bag, carry it with you, and then you don't have to start and stop.
And also you don't have knots.
You can make more than one thing. You have two grandchildren, you can make two hats, and they're both the same color. There you go.
Are there specific types of yarns that you guys only work with, or you?
Our yarns are very high end.
Okay.
They're expensive yarns. They're all made mostly, almost exclusively, but not entirely, natural fibers. We use wools, we use viscose and rayons, we use cottons. Color ranges are very fashionable. We choose our colors to reflect what's going on in the fashion world, and many yarns have like 100 different colors to choose from.
What goes into developing the colors? Because you also said they're very trendy colors and you pay attention to the fashion.
Alice Mascow, who is in charge of purchasing, she's the one that basically works on the color ranges. There are color forecasts that come out every year. We also work very closely with our customers in the sense of when we develop new color lines, we will send them samples of colors we're thinking of doing. We get lab dips in and say, these are colors we're thinking of doing. What do you think? We get their feedback. We also get a lot of input from our own customers. They will say, next year is going to be pink, or next year the biggest color is orange. What are you doing about that? We do take advice. We do take suggestions from customers and try to translate their needs into our color line as quickly and as easily as we can. You know, we do colors that I know don't come out in Lion Brand necessarily. So we do a lot of things in black and gray.
Love those colors. I'd like to know from you if there's been any things that you've seen with Silk City that have been with your customers that really stands out to you in your time.
Well, one of the biggest successes we've had with Silk City, and it has to do with our chenille yarn, was a wonderful weaving company called Luminous Designs, owned by Marcia Fleischer. But bar none, her chenille scarves are the best out there. And I remember her starting with us in like the 1980s, 90s, early, until her business grew to be a phenomenally successful business. Her scarves were in Barney's in New York, and the best boutiques in New York City, and I'm sure nationwide. She had a phenomenal business. We've watched a lot of success stories, companies that start as almost nothing, and we've done sweater programs with Michael Kors. I've been in stores and I've seen my yarn at Saks Fifth Avenue. It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. You see it as a cone, and then you go into a store and you see it in a beautiful display, and
again, like a child.
Like a child.
You're so proud of it.
My baby.
I really appreciate you coming by today and chatting with us. And I, like I said, I just wanted Silk City to get that little spotlight that I believe it deserves, and we're so happy to, as an employee of Lion Brand and also as a family member of the family business of Lion Brand, we are so happy to have you a part of our.
As someone who was thinking of retiring, this has just been a terrific experience for all of us. Everybody in the office.
We're so happy to have you a part of the family, and we want to toast. We want to do a little toast. Toast to
tea with Shira.
Yeah, to tea with Shira. I like that. I'm going to drink. I'm a little thirsty. Remember, you can follow Silk City right here, and remember to like and subscribe. Mady, this is going to put you on the spot, okay? But we like to ask our viewers a question. And it can be any type of question. Maybe not what they had for lunch today.
Is there a yarn that you're really interested seeing on cones?
I love it. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of responses in the comments. Thank you so much for dropping by, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye. And also, Mady, applause as your debut on YouTube.
Pretty soon it's going to be Tea with Mady.
Exactly, and I'm out of a job.
Never.